back once again with our Vegas Golden Showers franchise mode. And we're here at free agency after a fantastic draft of me making the Golden Knights better than they deserve to be for the future. And getting quite a few elites here, including an elite goalie in our system, which will help. Speaking of goalies, we're likely picking one of those up, and maybe not the person I was thinking of. Comments. You guys seem to have someone else in mind. However, before we get to that front, we have some winners to read off, as I need to pull them up because I'm multitasking. You can totally not tell I'm multitasking because I'm totally talking normally. All right, I got them pulled up now. So we have 3 winners to read off. No clean sweeps, but some pretty interesting suggestions, and I got to put one up here because he did get 2 others right, but he was trolling. He was trolling, and he still got 2 correct. So first up here is Canadian Boss saying Ryan Reeves is going to lead the league. Well, he led in fights probably, but didn't do that. Team lead Barry and goaltender Riddick. Now I did actually agree. I was going to give Riddick a tie with Jones just because Jones had so few games played compared to Riddick, and the stat differential wasn't enormous, so I decided, yeah, we'll give it to Riddick. So congrats, Canadian Boss, on your meme pick. You actually get on the board. Next up, we have Webby HKY guessing Draisaitl for the league and Mark Stone for the team, as he and William Karlsson actually tied in the forward end of things. So wider range of what could have been, but William Karlsson, I don't think anyone guessed William Karlsson. Going for Jonathan Quick there on the back end. Yeah, I guess if you want to throw away your selection there, Jonathan Quick is trash. Last but not least is Monsieur Vince with Stone and Draisaitl going for Hellebuck. Bit of an homage to our last series. Hella suck, baby. Who helped win us a cup in Winnipeg. So congrats to the 3 of you. And best of luck to everyone in this next series. Season. Not series. See, I'm sorry. I'm still in esports casting mode. I'm saying series and going full commentator. Let's settle it down in a franchise pace right now. Oh, deep breaths. Yeah. All right, now we're good. Okay, so free agency. Let's sign some stuff. I'm a little bit hyped, as you can tell. I'm on some caffeine and some hype. So I still like going for Galchenyuk. I think he makes sense. Decrease the years, probably. I think 2 years is a good option to give the guy. I ain't giving you 6 years. No. 2 years probably for Galchenyuk. Have to go up to around at least 6, so we'll probably do 6. Minnesota, LA. 6 years should be fine. Let me hold off on that. That'll give us... Well, let's see. Let's see what we can go for Binnington. People saying Binnington over. Yeah, you know what? I think that kind of makes sense. He might have had some bad years, might even have oh yeah, he's had some terrible years. He might not want a lot. He might be statistically minus, so all we need him to do is have a decent year to erase that. And if he has a tremendous year, he can get stat growth on top of that. Very good call there. I was going to say chat, but you guys are comment section. Good call right there. Let's actually go for Binnington. 2 years. I might go 4.25 just to play it safe. Yeah, I don't want anyone to swoop this. Well, we have other options for goalie. Let's just go for it. Let's try to save a tiny bit of money. There's a few other things we can grab if we really need to. Obviously, we'd prefer Binnington, but let's try that out. And for Galchenyuk, maybe him will bump up a 2.5 to 6.25. Just to be safe, that's over a million. Yeah, well, I don't want to pay him this much. It's Galchenyuk. Ugh. 6 mil for 2 years could be enough, but we are changing his years quite a bit. He might decide to get better term elsewhere. All right, I'll go 1.50, 6.150. That's close enough to over a mil. That should be good enough to snag him. And that will be essentially our free agency right there. Those 2 guys would be great to have a depth forward. I don't know if well, let's see. With Galchenyuk in there, how are we looking? On the forward end of things. He'll probably be like a 3rd line. We're going to have Stone, Karlsson, Pacioretty, likely 1st line. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll still be fine. There's a nice 7. We'll have a good 8 right there with those guys. Tuck, I don't know what we're going to do with him. He might not ever pan out, but he could be a solid third liner long term. He's very good. So anyway, yeah, there's your 7. 8 would be Galchenyuk. 9, 10, well, not Puri. 9, 10, Nosek. Maybe Roy jumps up. 11, 12, Mikheyev, Zikov. I think we'll be fine, but, you know, if we have the cash, I'll get someone else. Because Puri ain't going to be up here. Cousins probably not. Like, and even Roy, you don't know if he's actually going to get up there. You want him to. He's listed as 4th line now. He should be. We want to put him into that lineup. Maybe it's still okay to play it safe and grab another guy. Because Zikov might not. Well, Zikov is... Nah, I don't want to use Zikov. Yeah, let's get someone else. I want to use Mikheyev way over Zikov, or he could be our depth guy. Let's find a 4th liner. We'll have to see what our money situation's like. Defense, we're fine. And what do we got? We have all of our picks this year? Yeah, we actually have an extra 5th. Good. This is the last year we could have 12 picks. So we'll see what we can do here. And if we're able to capitalize on that. I don't know how we're going to find new picks, but maybe at this point we have some low elites we can give up who don't look like they're getting anywhere, and we can still maneuver around. I got faith in us, so that should do it. Let's advance a couple days. We're going to have a lot of scouts accepting a contract here. I have 11 new scouts coming at us. This is the big year to get those new scouts, so prepare yourselves. Oh, yeah, and another goalie coach for the AHL. Yeah, prepare yourself, but look at the grades. Look what Sin does, baby. Look how I improved the scouting pool. The only C's we'll have now are in Europe, which is okay, and we'll improve those eventually to B minuses in a couple years. But if you're going to have C's, have them in Europe, because there's only like 10 players there every year, and maybe 5 that are actually ever going to be anything decent, and that's being generous. A lot of scouts. Look at them grades. Uh-oh. Wait. Hold on. I just missed who the frick that was. Did I... Uh-oh. I must have not fired someone in time. Someone said... Was that a scout? I couldn't tell. It might have been a scout. Would have loved to join your team. What did I miss? Okay. NHL. This is an AHL, but I think I had him as an... coming in to be an NHL, or maybe... Yeah, he was going to be an NHL. That guy's USA. This guy... NHL as well. This guy was going to be Liga. Who am I missing? Got the Russia guy. Got that NHL guy. 2 USA, is that? No. Oh, man. Who am I missing? Got the 2 dubs. Man, who? Maybe the Q? No, I got him. I got the O. Maybe I just accidentally did something. No, what the heck? What was that? Shit, I don't know. Well, we look fine. I should have all my scouts in place. So, I guess we'll be, I don't know. Whatever. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I hope that wasn't a player. We got Galchenyuk. We got Binnington. Definitely wasn't a player. It was a scout, so I either screwed something up or tried to hire someone extra. Either way, we should be okay. I feel like I'm going to miss an NHL scout somehow, but I don't think so. Because that guy's fine for it. That guy's fine. And we'll find NHL Pacific. Oh, wait. Maybe this guy. That doesn't make sense. He'd be in the Pacific. What the hell did I do? I'll figure that out later. I don't have to do it now. Ugh. Actually, you know what? I need to figure that out now. I'll be back. Okay, I figured it out. I got it. I figured it out. I accidentally didn't fire someone I needed to. So, there we go. We're good now. Alright, so we got the 2 players. Let's see the cash we have left. Can we get a 4th liner? It says we have 2.23 mil. So, yes. We can get some kind of 4th liner. Let's look at options here. Let's look at some possible 4th liner options. Goodrow. You love a Goodrow. I love a Goodrow, at least. He's pretty decent in this. How would he fit our scheme? Be okay. Not great. Bonino, Nash. Hard to say with some of these guys down here. Pitlick's okay. Kuraly's pretty good, but 78's low. Steen isn't too bad, but on the older side of things. Declining. DiGiuseppe, I don't think he's that great. Hyman. What if... he should be good. Might be good to get Hyman. Although, that's too expensive, I think. We might run out of money. I want to get one of these guys. There's not a whole lot of good options here, really. There really isn't. Let's actually go for Bonino. He's versatile. He wants a decent contract. Let's go for a year. 1.75. Let's go 1.85 to be safe. Let's snag Nick Bonino here. He's decent age. He should have great defensive stats. Could play the middle if he needs to. Yeah, that should be fine. So let's snag that since we got some extra cash. And we'll go ahead and advance here. No thanks. Let me just clear this off. I don't want to be bothered. Keep those depth guys for our own. Thank you very much. Alrighty. And let's see if we could get Nick Bonino. There we go. Yep, we got him. And should be good. Yeah, we are good now. Alright, so there we are. There's your free agency. Everything's taken care of. Do we need to make any extensions? Riley Smith. I'm holding off on that for now. Tanev, same thing. Glass, though. Yeah, we probably want to sign Glass. What's he after? He's looking... Alright, let's take him short term. Although... I'm actually kind of tempted to do this, because even if he is a... just becomes a third liner, that's a really, really good contract. I'm very tempted to do this. That would be... 2.8 mil. Ooh, that is tempting. Like I said, even if he doesn't get too much better. 81 face-offs, great defense, solid offensive stats, good shot. He's just super well-rounded. I'm going to try him second line this year and see how good we can... fucked it. Yeah, dude. I don't see any reason not to do this. Takes him up till he's 30, and it's 2.8 mil. That's ridiculous. Remember what we did with... Oh, God, I'm forgetting his name in Winnipeg. Oh, no. I'm a terrible person. How am I forgetting his name? Anyway, he was like an... He became essentially like an 87, and when he got sack growth, he was like an 89. It was Gotch. Manuel Gotch. There we go, in Winnipeg for us. He was like... We were spending like this amount on him, and he was a ridiculous asset on this team. I don't see any reason not to sign Glass for that deal. That's ridiculous. So, yeah, we'll go for that. Fleury doesn't want that extension. Might see he's on his way out. Is that our only one we need? Yeah, McNabb. These guys aren't guys. Ooh, unfortunately, Chandler Stevenson right now doesn't want to come back. I kind of like him, so. Roy, that's not someone I need to do yet either. So, yeah, we'll just stick with Glass for now. That's a good extension. Let's get him signed. Make sure he accepts, even though he likely will. But, well, for parity, in advance a few days, you guys can see the confirmation. Yes, he is indeed accepting this ridiculously awesome contract. 8 more years at 2.8 mil for Cody Glass. No matter what, it's a tradable deal. Term-wise, might not make sense for a lot of teams, but it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. All right, we're going to sim up here. I'll get the lines and scouts taken care of. I will see you guys in a bit. Alright, so these are what our lines are going to be for this year. Pacioretty, Carlson, Stone, top line, +3 chemistry. Second line, Tuck, Glass, Marchessault. Trying to move up Tuck and Glass into the top 6 now. We'll see how that works out. Third line, Bonino, Galchenyuk, and Riley Smith. And fourth line of Stevenson, Nosek, and Roy. So... looking pretty good. I kind of like it. We got decent chemistry. 3-1-1. Fourth line, not anything, but that's all right. Defensively, Theodore Barry, Tanev, Schmidt, McNabb, and Pajot. Hopefully he gets himself a jump and is ready for some NHL time here. Chemistry-wise, it's not amazing, especially on the the top line there. So he likes to pinch and shoot, which is usually pretty good. But current coach likes, well, the complete opposite. I mean, obviously it'll fit better onto that top pairing, but for our defense in the future, we'll have to see if a coaching change will be necessary chemistry-wise. Because as of right now, it's not great for anyone. I mean, Barry's doing okay, but, you know, Theodore, their, you know, player types don't match up. It's a bit difficult, but we'll see what happens here. Anyway, that's that. Power play, Stone, Carlson, Pacioretty, Marchessault, and Barry. Top unit, second unit, Tuck, Glass, Galchenyuk, Theodore, and Smith. I'm liking that. There's a quick look at the four-man. And penalty kill, we actually get a +3 on this first one with Bonino and Roy, Theodore, Tanev on the first unit. Then second unit, Glass, Stevenson, McNabb, and Barry. And this is pretty good. I'm kind of liking that. It'll actually go down if I did that. So Barry, he can live with that. Top power play time, secondary PK time. There's your three-man. I got it to even, so no minuses. Looking pretty good chemistry-wise on the penalty kill. Here are the 4-on-4s. Carlson, Stone, same defensive pairings, obviously, then Glass and Marchessault. Don't know how that'll work. Then Galchenyuk, Pacioretty. You could argue that Galchenyuk, Pacioretty should be the second one, but I'm trying to give Glass, you know, some ice time. I don't know if he's much of a shooter or if he can put up some goals, but if he's with Marchessault, you hope he can. You hope he can. So we'll see what happens. Extra attacker, Stone, Marchessault. There's your shootout lineup. And, of course, the goaltenders, it has Fleury auto in as the top one, so maybe he is still higher overall. Then Binnington. We will have to see what happens, but two decent enough goalies here. Mikheyev and Holden as depth. And there you go. There are your 21-22 Vegas Golden Knights. So, all right. That's what we're looking at. I don't think I had goalie rotations off, but I'm going to double check as always because, you know, I do that. I do things. We do things and stuff here. Watch it be off. Aha! See? That's why I always check. That's why you always check, boys and girls. All right. Now we're good to go. Let's start simming here. See what's going to happen with this year. Hopefully. I kind of like our team more than I did last year. So, there's that. That doesn't mean we'll perform well in the sim, but we have that going for us. Let's get everyone fully scouted. We got some new faces, some statistical growth to see. No thanks. Do I have to edit my block again? Looks like it. Fleury on the... Maybe I'll keep Fleury on the block, although it'll be good for his morale to go off the block. And he is technically our captain. By the way, yeah, we're sticking with 3 alternates. I know as long as we have Fleury, in my opinion, I'm going to stick with 3 alternate because I think, like you guys said, Fleury is as close to a captain as they have, in my opinion. So alternates are Stone, Smith, and Schmidt on the back end. So that's our situation right here. All right, good start to preseason thus far. 3-1, good goal scoring, decent goals against. Besides that game against Arizona, still good goals against. Okay, then I said that and we fell behind. All right, bit back and forth there. Hard to say what to make of that in the early going. All right. Oh no, I already did that. Okay, starting off the season with a 5-2 win over Arizona, 3-1 loss to Winnipeg. And a 4-3 loss, so not the greatest of starts. There's a pretty big win, though. Offense looks like it has the potential to break out. Will we be able to do that a lot? I mean, it looks like it. That's a few big goal-scoring games in a row there as we get to our first scout break. Mitchell Richardson. How unfortunate. All right, but we got some dudes to scout around here. Shane Wright. What? They put in Lambert. Fuck's sake. I hate you, EA. Always one. There's always one every single time. Jesus Christ. EA, you know, this would be a lot cooler if you didn't take 10 years to fill in prospects. Jesus, there's always one per franchise. Of course, this time it has to be an elite, which makes it a bit interesting. Whatever. Pretend they're different people. Who knows? That's a bit unfortunate, though. At least last time the The duplicate was like a top 6. That was okay, but son of a bitch, man. Why must you make me get angry at you, game? It took them till the deadline to add Brad Lambert into the game. Like, come on, man. Why even... How does it take you that long to integrate a pretty damn good prospect into the game? Oh, well, it is what it is. Tyler Tessier's in the rest of the world for some reason. Good. Looks like everything worked out for me, huh? Oh, man. Oh, yeah, because I think I reset him and then his... Oh, whatever. It'll be fine. We know what he is. Or... whatever. I'm scouting a lot of the first round because, well, with where we are, we could go either way this season, and we'll likely want to pick up an extra first, so that's kind of the idea behind that. I hate you, EA. I looked around the NHL. Like, seriously, I checked through every team. I'm like, okay, I don't have any duplicates. And, of course, it's a prospect. And it's a third draft year prospect, too. Awesome stuff, EA. I love you. Just kidding. I hate it. Vyacheslav Frolov. Y'all remember Alexander Frolov? He was, like, going to be good for a while. What happened to him? Seemed like everyone on LA for a brief amount of time was, like, way better than they should have been. Or at least rated way better than they should have been. A lot of guys like that in LA. Ryan Smith. Alexander Frolov. Drew Doughty. Who else? Dustin Brown. Let's not talk about him. All right, let's check out some low elites now, see if we got any in the bag. I'm spending a bit more time in the first initial scouting because, I want to get my guys a good start. We'll be able to just focus more on the next ones once we kind of see what's happening with some of the potentials here. But those guys especially, really good locations for low elite right there. Anywhere from like late 20s, early 30s to like the 60s. That's a very prime real estate to finding those low elites. And 60 plus to like the 80s, sometimes even towards the 100s. You can find some medium elite steals in there, so bear that in mind when you're doing your scouting at home. I didn't make a scouting tutorial video this year. I do it a lot differently than I have in the past. Maybe I dropped the ball on that. Maybe I'll just make one next year when the hype around the game is still strong. Because making one right now this year probably won't do too much. Hey, we already got a little... Ooh, hello. That guy's not really going anywhere, is he? Wait, is he... I felt like I recognized his name. I think he was in the draft last year. Any more? Okay, there's a very, very maybe. And there's a couple highs right there, if I'm seeing that correctly. Goaltenders. One high. He could be a high elite. He's actually well placed to be a high elite, so... Good, we have a C scout to check out Emil Nold. And that guy could be a medium elite, so... Maybe another good chance for us to get some goalie prospects here. So there we go, back on it. We're 5-2 here, 5-3 now. Second in the division, tied with San Jose. And looks like Columbus is having a good time. 5-2. We just handed them another L. And wow, yeah, we're actually winning these games. So looks like our goal scoring is finally taking off. Goals against here or there, but it's been relatively consistent. We have an 11-3 record and a lead on the division. Look at us go. Look at us go. I don't think it's going to be a selling year. Which we would have had Riley Smith to be able to sell, but at this point, you probably want to keep him around. Since we're looking like a playoff team. 11-3. That's a big lead. Wow, our division sucks. We have a 9-point lead on the division already. Look at that. Look at Patches. Patches going to work. Alrighty. Well, Stone jumped up to a 90. Carlson jumped up to an 88. Stat growth worked. Chemistry's working. Maybe we can get Patches to get some stat growth now. I mean, he's got 22 points already. He's on a good pace for it, which means we'll have an easier time keeping him around. Maybe you could keep him around into his later 30s as well. Tuck's actually an 84. Good. So he did... It should be natural growth a bit. And he's got 16 points, so... And Glass... Oh, man. Glass is an 84. So already, that long-term contract's worth it. He's already an 84. That's well above where he should be. He's going to be a solid third liner. He might even turn into a second line center now. Unreal. Marchessault, I mean, it's a great line. Third line actually looks decent too. They're not putting up tons of points or anything like that. Galchenyuk's really not worth that amount of money for a couple of years, but we could kind of afford it at the time, so it's all right. He's only an 83. He's got 12 points, so we might actually get him some stat growth here. Yeah. We might do some switching with him and Glass. Keep Glass growing, but maybe try to get Galchenyuk some extra stat growth. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't really want to mess up this chemistry because it looks great. And fourth line looking pretty solid as well. Everyone fully scouted. Pajot, good. He's listed as top 6D. He's in where he needs to be. He's a 79. He's got 6 points. I didn't put him on the power play because I didn't want to overwork the guy too soon. But 6 points in 14 games played is not bad at all. Considering where he's at, considering in the top 6, I mean, that's really good. Yeah, everything's looking good. Let's check out the goalies now. 84 and 84, so they should split pretty evenly. Well, not really. It's okay. I guess we can give Binnington extra time. Yeah, why not? Even though Fleury has a better save percentage, worse goals against, and not as many win. Well, they're both doing good, so screw it. I don't care. I don't care as long as we're winning, we're doing good. So, sweet. We got kind of a 1A, 1B situation. Not saying they're being rotated as such, but hey, I'm all for it. They're both 84s. Good call, guys, to go for Binnington instead. I think that might work out better in the long term. We'll see. Let's move on up here. Get to the first stat break and really take an in-depth look at how this team's doing and how the individuals are doing. But we have no problem scoring. Keeping the puck out of the net, it's a bit inconsistent right now. As you can see right there, we lose that game. If we scored 6 goals, you got to come away with the dub there. Unfortunate injury there to Bonino. He's an important part of our team, penalty kill and otherwise, but we do have a solid depth piece to come in there in Mikheyev. So let's put him in. And yeah, he keeps the chemistry good. His faceoffs aren't great, so penalty kill may suffer slightly, but it's only... Oh no, he is middle in a couple of places. Ice time concerns from Marchessault. Calm her down. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Convincing. Watch it be negative. Yep. All right, so we got to move up Marchessault briefly. Which has been unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's stop the sim. And now Shea Theodore's injured. Come back to 22nd. Not for too long, but that's a couple pretty impactful injuries here early on. Holden can hop in. Gives us a +3, so you know what? I'm going to go with that. Just leave him there. He's a solid depth piece. We come away with a win there. Let's move Marchessault up so he stops pissing and moaning. Of course, it had to be Marchessault, right? Biggest whiner in the NHL has something to whine to the GM about. What a surprise! I don't even want to move Stone out of there. Stone doesn't deserve to get moved because of your whining, Marchessault. Look at what you did. Make us lose chemistry and everything. Ugh. What a little bitch. Alright, let's just advance day until he is okay with everything. We won that game at least, so there we go. Ducks have fired their coach. Bonino's back. So shove him back in there. How'd Mikheyev do? Stepping in. -1, 2 games, 1 assist. Not horrible, not great. Bonino hops back in. Come on now, Marchessault. Of course, he's taking the most amount of time to say that, yes, you've given me my ice time. I appreciate you. Come on. Say I fulfilled. There you go. Fulfilled my promise. You're welcome. Yeah, get out of my office. Go whine about the refs some more. Learn how to penalty kill. Alright, we finally lost a game right there to San Jose. But that stretch wasn't too bad. We won some games. But time for Stone to get back in his rightful place on the top line. And Marchessault, time for you to stop bitching. Alright, almost up to the end here. 16-5-1. Looking good. What a nice little turnaround here. Brief little retool. And we're right back to a contender. And we might actually win the division with how weak it looks this year. Shea Theodore's also back. Couldn't have come back like a day earlier when I was on this screen. Oof. -4 despite the chemistry. Sorry about that, Barry. Hurting your plus-minus a bit. You and Theodore were loving life. Alright, 2 losses in a row here. We got to answer back with a dub. Alright, just injuries all around. Cool. Now it's William Karlsson on the top line going out with an injury. I think Marchessault has decent face-off, so let's move him up. Gives us a +3, and then we'll shove in Mikheyev. Again, I'm not going to... I know he'll be, like, centering the power play, but it's a minor concussion. It's literally going to be, like, 1 or 2 games. It won't be this game, because that game was already played. We ended up losing that game. Oh, my God. Seriously? Is he back? No, he's not. Oh, God. All right, I'm just going to do Holden in here. We shouldn't play a game with these lineups. The guy should actually come back before. I know it's a -2, but that game was just played. Okay, maybe we will play again. No, he's back. All right, cool. Yikes, man. That was... Ugh. Really unfortunate how that all went down. Switch. And switch here. Yeesh. Not exactly ideal for injuries here. All of them coming at once. Maybe that means it won't... Oh, and we lose... Okay, we at least beat Vancouver, but we lost a few there. Not the greatest stretch. A 3-game losing streak, then a win, and then we lost again. So, not the end we wanted, but tons of injuries. Pacioretty's still killing it. We only have a 4-point lead on the division, but we still have a lead on the division. In danger of losing our great start here. Our goals against still suffers. Need to improve upon the rate at which we keep the puck out of the net. Probably improving the defense will help that a lot. But I like our goals for. Goals for is great, considering I actually might even be leading the league in goals for right now. I have a strong feeling that we are. Nope, Colorado's above us, but we're second. We're second in goals for. Goals against, on the other hand, top 10 still, maybe by the skin of our teeth. It's not horrible considering the rest of the league, but the gap, right? The gap there. We want to be one of these kind of teams. That's the goal in the end. We're not there yet. We don't have the great goaltending. We don't have the great defense. So it's not the end of the world. I didn't check power play or anything. I didn't mean to exit. All right, well, now we can check it from this screen. 21% of the power play, pretty good. You know what? I like our special teams. Can't complain. That's a good penalty kill. And that's pretty good power play. So, yeah. Need to improve on the road at least. 4, 5, and 1 in the last 10 as well. Probably a lot of road games here. Let's check out the individuals. Pacioretty and Stone crushing it. Even Carlson's point per game. An entire top line of point per game plus. Marchessault even point per game. Tuck with 22 points. Glass maybe underperforming a bit. But you know what? He's doing all right. Galchenyuk 17 points. Man, if he keeps up this pace, I mean, I can see him getting some stat growth. He's only 83. Get up to like an 85. He'll be more worth that $6 million next year. He's just a spot filler for the most part. So it's not the end of the world, but it's, hey, can't complain. Big gap, though, after that, between them and the fourth line in depth guys, as you'd expect. Barry, great production out of Barry. Wow. He's almost point per game on the back end. We need him to be stepping up, and he really is. Yeah, we got him for a few more years. He's looking solid. Pajot, not exactly on a great pace. He had like 6 points when he first checked. He's only got 3 since then, but he's actually not too bad at putting the puck in the net. And he's a plus player. So that's what you look for. All our defensemen are pluses. This is the bit of an issue, though. Goaltenders, save percentages, not great. Goals against, not great either. Maybe I should go to manual rotations, but Binnington's getting the wins, right? Like, despite that, he's getting the wins. And it's around a 2-to-1 games played ratio. Little higher, 2.3 to 1. I'm not going to do math. I'll just guess. Maybe I'll be right. One of you math whizzes out there can even laugh at me or say I'm right. Either way. But, yeah, I could use a bit more out of the goaltending. It's not too bad, though. All right. I like it. I can't really complain. We're not to the point of being, that elite team, but we have a lead on the division. We should be a playoff team. So the retool was a success, essentially. And we have 2 options in goal when we make the playoffs. Like, who we can ride the hot hand, and that's okay. Good. I'm like, this is to the NHL again. It's just the AHL. No one care. Has up to a 75. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be making that NHL probably even next year. Sub someone else in there. And, oh man, we keep losing here. Time to turn things around. Binnington beats his former team. Winnipeg Jets are good. We won't see the result of that game until I'm done with scouting here. Yeah, we got a bit more. Of course it's going to do the... Whatever. It shouldn't matter. This is going to piss me off seeing the 2 Lamberts in there. I hate you, game. Hello, Benoit. You are worth scouting, being that far up in the first round. What is your ETA? Oh, that's right. It's Dylan. Derp. I was like, who is this? Oh, let's see. That's a member. So if you see if you're randomized and you're wondering why am I this position, I wouldn't want to be that position. You failed to comment on my membership post where I asked everyone to submit what position you want to be in everything. So, there. PSA. And membership post, I mean that in the community section, it's kind of like a social media section. You can make posts. I put updates there constantly, and yeah, if you miss it and don't know where it is, you can always turn channel notifications on. Shameless plug for channel notifications. Be part of the Bell Squad. Be elite. Like me, scouting those potential medium elites. All right, let's go down to the lows here. That's what I should focus on. Looks like some of those other ones dropped down. They could have just dropped down to 3-tip top 6, so hopefully that's the case and we didn't just lose out on potential second round low elites. Those are so useful in building your team. Let's hope that's not the case and continue on here. Plenty of later round stuff, but that's not exactly the highest stock. I mean, those are all gambles. When you have a 3-year ETA low elite, that's a lot more likely to crack the NHL roster and be, you know, a pretty serviceable guy. Okay, there's one who dropped down, but one looks like they dropped down even further. This guy still could be a low elite. Less likely now, but still's got the chance. Okay. How about you guys? Yeah, that guy turned out to be a low top 4. Unfortunate. No defenseman. No 2-ticks. Not looking good for the low elite section here. Oh, that guy's being scouted. And you. Boom. All right. Come on now. Help us out. Braden Pakal. That's the defenseman. He is back. Oh, look at Perry's an 80. He actually would have done decent on the third line. Why is he an 82 now? That's interesting. Maybe he's moraled up from playing up there. Yeah, I mean, that would be kind of a decent third scoring. Although it would be a lot better if you had Tuck in there instead of Smith. So I don't want to keep playing Tuck in the top 6. So, yeah, I'll probably leave that there. But Peary is a good option if we lose a score in the playoffs and where it's a tight series, we can call him up and sub him. I might do that for the playoffs for sure because he's actually very, very serviceable, especially as a sniper. That'll be interesting. Anyway. When the hell is Tuck getting back? I remember this guy getting good in one of my modes here. Is that worth claiming? 1 year left. Maybe. Just to put in my AHL. He's 24. Although he's a playmaker. Probably not. Nah. Nah. There we go. Alex Tuck's back. Finally. Get him back in there for Mikheyev. And we got our team back. No more injuries, please. We're starting to falter here. I'll blame it. Oops. I'll blame it on injuries. But now, no excuses. We got our lineup back. Let's string together some dubs. There we go. That's better. We only have a 1-point lead on the division. Kings have made a run, and we had a 4-point game against them. We lose 2 more straight in regulation. 3! And Golden Knights have lost the division lead. Pacioretty is now injured, and goodness gracious. I should have claimed that guy and called up Peary. Holy hell. Riley Smith comes up to the top line. Need a sniper up there. And Mikheyev will just sub in. Goodness gracious. These injuries are hurting us. I'll just do the same thing here. Goodness, man. So many injuries, but it's not just because of that. We've been faltering. I guess the pace early on was too much to sustain, but you don't want to see this. This is not what you want to see. Slowing down at an inopportune time as the season wears on. Sometimes you get off to those hot starts and you can't sustain it, or sometimes you start slow and then you just tear it up. And right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-game losing streak. We need to turn things around. Pacioretty is back, but holy hell, are we struggling right now? Things are not looking good. Roy is an 82. That's great for us. But man, we are just really falling apart at the wrong time here. Finally get a win. We need to get some points here. Oh my gosh. Shea Theodore out once again, this time till January. And the injuries continue to just pile up. Holden wasn't great here before. It's good chemistry. I'm going to put Pajot up there. Get an offensive defense and work with Barry. Let's go. Let's outscore our freaking mistakes at this point. Tough loss right there. We get a point, but we need 2. Lose to another divisional opponent. Lose again. And good, just like that, we're out of the divisional lead. We're on a wild card spot now as the rest of the Pacific Division caught up to us. 22-16-3. Falling apart here. Not the time to be doing it, but we are falling apart. Coming into January. Let's get some good news on our system. Please. Please give me some good news here, some growth, anything. Something to look at and be happy about. What's Bennington's at? Yeah, stat minuses. We get him to have a good year, but that can be erased. That'll be good. Those are all stat growths. Glass, please be growing naturally a bit. Nope, all stat growth. Ugh. Not what you wanted to see here. But this ain't bad. A low elite grew a bunch. Other than that, though, missing. Ugh. Vamorny's growing a bit at least, but look at all the missing growth. That's not a good sign. I'll have to check that again at the deadline. Maybe they're just late bloomers here. But not great. I know Haz is going to complain again, saying that good teaching's not enough. It needs to be perfect scheme fit. The problem with that is, if I can't see, unless they're listed as an AHL type coach, I can't see their schemes. And those guys' ratings are sometimes so low that it's just not even worth it. So, doing my best here. Don't worry, though. Remember Tessier. That's all I'll say. Remember Tessier last time. He was slow growing, but once he got up there, he was dominant. All right, let's get to the deadline. And I feel like I should make a change, but you know what? Team's got to fix itself. The lines are pretty much as good as they're going to get chemistry-wise and everything. Results aren't good. Fix yourselves. Let's get up to the deadline. Oh, man. Come on, time to turn things around. There's a nice win. Good defense, good scoring. Man, defense did good. We couldn't score. Then we couldn't score, and the goaltending did bad. Oh, it's just whatever can go wrong seems to be going wrong. Our defense and goaltending just isn't good enough. Shea Theodore's back. Oh, man. Got a few points there, but we're struggling without an elite defensive core. This is kind of scraping the barrel defensive core, and I think that's got a lot to do with it. But I mean, even then, like we're not scoring at the worst times. There's a big 2-0 win. We need those. We need our goalies to steal some games for us. Oh, good. Riley Smith's now injured. Cool. Yeah, no. We haven't had enough injuries this year. Clearly, Riley Smith needs to get injured. I'll put up Roy. He deserves some extra ice time. He's looking good. McKay will hop in there in depth. He shouldn't be complaining about ice time now. He's getting plenty of chances here to hop back in. I love when you say sub in all lines and it doesn't sub in all lines. Hopefully that has changed next year. When I say sub in all lines, I mean it. Yes, if I have him in the fence, it's not by accident. And even you, EA, by default, by best lines, you put in a forward onto the power play. 2 shutouts in a row, 2-0. That's huge. Now we need a bit. There we go. That was a stretch of 3 games that we desperately needed. It looks small in the grand scheme of things, but that is a big coup for us. 2 shutout wins and then a big overtime win. Good glitch for Mitchell Richardson. No, I'm not going to go fix it. Yes, I know how to fix it. I'm not gonna, because EA should fix their own shit. That's my rule. I'll scout a couple of these guys in the first round. You never know. We could still fall apart and end up actually missing the playoffs here. Don't think it'll happen, but it may. It may indeed happen. Oh, man. All right. Let's go to some low elites here. Goodness gracious. Come on. Can we get any good news this year? Come on, scouts. Help me out here. Give me something to look forward to. Our growth wasn't doing as good as it could have been. Our team is starting to fall apart. Now scouts are Oh, this guy's not going to be elite. He's real. There's no low elite real people. Wiener. Alright, good stuff. Love to see it. That guy could actually be elite. So, he's in a decent spot for it. Not a great spot for it, but it's not bad. Zane Chung. What a name. Alrighty, oh. I was like, how? I didn't even create this guy. How do I have a duplicate? No, just brothers, apparently. Rylan and Brandon. Yeah, that sounds like they're actually brothers. Sweet. I don't know about them. Anyone know about them? Any of you guys who follow the American development system know about those two brothers? I'm EA. Or that can't be coincidence. Or maybe it is. Seems like it shouldn't be, though. The hell, EA adding in all these prospects? What? This is unheard of. Yeah, I'm spending a bit more time scouting because so far I'm a little flustered by how much non-info we're getting here. Ugh. That guy's not anything, we know that. Well, I don't know. Starter. He's playing enough. Maybe I should just scout the guy, even though he's ranked way back there. Maybe he actually is something. Probably not, though. Yes, I'm gonna scout these two. You're damn right I'm looking for any good news. Give me a medium elite steal. Do it, game. I want it. Give it to me. I deserve it. Any two-tick lows? There we go. 1. Viktor Zharkov, 19. Hey, could be a low elite from last year. Never got picked up. Could be solid. 92. I'm going to scout this guy out of spite because the 92 is a really good location for a medium elite. Alright, and we're getting down to it. Scouts, come on, I improved the scouting pool immensely. Help me out and scout. Do your job. Do what I hired you for. Bitches. Alright, how about that high? Where is he at? Disappeared. Cool. Alright. Hope for the best. Gage Quinney. He wasn't actually out, was he? I'm going to check because we had so many injuries he very well could have been. Ooh. The guy's got 83 awareness now. He actually could be. Oh, do I want to give him a bit of extra? Who's this guy? How's he doing? Oh, he's... Ooh. Oh, my God. He's well built. Oh, yeah. Of course he's well built. I built him. That's a created guy. Yeah, I want to keep him top line. I was like, oh, my God. Look at him. He's built like an actual offensive threat. Being an offensive threat. Riley Smith is back. Cool. Can we stop having injuries now? That'd be great. I haven't been really... I've been kind of glossing over a record. I don't even know what's going on. We've had so many stoppages that I'm just like, hey. Oh, that was the All-Star break. No wonder. I don't remember what just happened. 28, 20, and 4. Man, we can't... We need to win a bunch here. We need to go off. Okay, cool. I love it. Another injury. Pajot at least grew a bit. Let's move him up. I'll get him into the top 4 here. We'll throw in Holden McNeil. Oh, my goodness. Lost there in OT. It's doing it to me on purpose now. It's doing it to me on purpose. Good Lord. These injuries are out of this world. What am I supposed to do? Oh, yes. Let me put a guy in. I already said sub on all lines game. Love it. Okay. Well, without the injuries, this would have been a great video. And I know people are going to say turn down the injuries. It's not always like this. You sometimes just have bad years. The balance, the sliders on 20, in my opinion, are the best option. You're going to have shitty years like this, and it seems all coming at once, and then next year you won't have any injuries. That's just how it goes. When it rains, it pours. We're now out of the playoffs, by the way. Jesus Christ. And we're still oh my God, we may end up selling. Last year, we looked like we were going to be trash, and then we sold, and we were better. Now, I mean, we can't win. We started off so good, and now we're completely choking. A tale of two halves in these last 2 years. A trash team who then makes the playoffs, and now a good team who may miss the playoffs. I mean, At this point, fuck you guys. I've done everything in my power to make you a contender, and you just want to lose a bunch in a row. What's this losing streak up to? That's at least, like, it was at least 6. Obviously, we could see it on, and it might have been more since the break. Another lot. Wow, we just, wow. What else can you say? Just wow. It is just all bad here. You can blame it on injuries. You can take the Vancouver route, but eventually you gotta hold some responsibility to the players. Goodness gracious. We cannot win. Again, we got to shoot, like, we hold them off, and then we can't score. What happened to the team that was scoring 5, 7, and 10 goals a bunch in the beginning of the year? Look at that trade. That's a big one. Afanasenkov better be a sick prospect, because if not, Edmonton or St. Louis, you kind of got gypped. 30, 26, and 7. Just remember how we started. And remember where we were. We're now out of the playoffs. How many points are we out of the playoffs by? 4 points out of a wild card spot. What happened? From 1st to 6th in the span of a few months. I know injuries played a part, but our depth isn't bad. Have had worse depth. We just, at least we have both wild cards, but Blackhawks are right there. That's another team out of us who aren't even in a playoff spot. We have to leapfrog at least 2 teams to get into a playoff spot. That's not unheard of, but again, we're 4 points out with no games in hand. We have a game. No, Oilers have a game in hand on us. Jeez. And we're 8 points out of 3rd place. What the hell happened? I don't know, but that was a horrible turnaround. We might even sell again. I don't know. Look at that. Goals against went way up. Goals for tanked. How do we go from scoring almost 4 per game to scoring almost 3? That is insane. Power play dropped. Penalty kill was fine. Like, defensively, we're not horrible. Goals against isn't good, but penalty kill, oh, man, I don't know. Road, we're terrible. We're god-awful on the road. 2, 6, and 2 in the last 10. Unacceptable. Well, I think if we're judging by what happened last year, we were trending upwards. We sold, we still made. We're trending downwards. Maybe this time if we sell, we'll actually tank. God damn it, Vegas. I was so confident about this year. I was like, this is going so great. Look at that. But I guess we're just not quite ready. And Binnington might not be quite ready to lose those stat minuses that he has. Still got good production, point per game in a lot of ways, but oh man, nah. Galchenyuk, minus 30. Minus 30. Minus 30! You're fucking 6 mil, you bitch. Oh boy. Things good. I'm now going from everyone's a plus to half of our defensive core is a minus. What the hell happened? Oh, good gracious, Binnington. Holy hell. Big yikes. Started giving Fleury more starts now. Oh. Oh my goodness. What a quick turnaround. We had guys who were 10 points above point per game or more. And now we only have 2 guys point per game. Wow. Well, that's quite the turn, I would say. Probably, I'm going to look to sell. I don't think I'm going to try to work my ass off to get back in the playoffs. We started off strong. We've been trashed since. There's no real way I can improve our defense that much. And with our goaltenders playing like that, I don't really see how we're going to be that much better. We have a good future. That's the one thing going for us. Vaborny noob should be ready for prime time next year. may take one more or part of next year to get into the lineup, but he should still be very, very good and jump up there. Might need a new coach as well. I think I want to take a look at that. When we get Vaborny, reigning noob, has Chaos. We'll have Pajot in there. Hopefully Jaren eventually too very soon. Then we can really start looking at a coaching change and focus on getting the future. Vaborny, reigning noob, Pajot has, getting them a coach who really, really fits with their style, right? That should be our next priority. Damn, man, that was just a really, really bad turn of events. But it is what it is. So, sell options. Mostly, well, Tanev's got to be a sell option at this point. Where is Smith? He must have trash value. Oh, man, he has no value. All right, so Smith and... Yeah, I'd say Smith and what's his name are got to be sell options. Smith and Tanev, sell options for sure. Yeah, I'd say Smith and Tanev are our sell options. We can get ourselves maybe 2 firsts for both of them if we send them to different places or if we send them to the same place. But if it's a playoff team, you might as well try to get... I won't be able to... Well, if I package something else in with Smith, we could get another first. Tanev with retention could give us a late first. Smith with another piece could get us a decent first. So we at least have options. We can at least load up pretty effectively. Oh, man, but what a letdown this year turned out to be. So promising on one end, and then back to crap. So... those, in my opinion, are our sell options. Can we get any good news here? Can we look at some growth here? Hopefully, please. Like any sort of good news, man, at this point. All right, that's good. Got a lot of growth here. Reigning noob got a bunch. He should be NHL ready next year with his jump. Not a ton, but I mean... yeah, he's fine. Oh, look at that. Look at that product. Look at that. Almost an assist per game down there. Look at you go. And this guy should be maybe even a top 6er on that right side. Look at that. He's going to be solid. Nice. So that's good. Travica 7320. This guy's looking like he'll make the NHL. All right, so the future at least looks good. Vaborny already ready for 4th line here. Maybe we call him up and stick him on that 4th line here at the tail end. Get him some NHL experience. Or do we want to keep him... Maybe I could call it Peary instead. I kind of want to have this guy have some more success in the AHL. They should be doing better than our NHL team, right? All right, who's missing out some growth? Has some. So you're getting some. With that low potential, it can be tricky. But with another offseason jump, you should be fine. Still got more room to grow than another jump. You're either making the NHL this next year or the year after that. Maybe a late bloomer, but I still see you getting up to top 2. Uncle Skoden didn't grow, unfortunately, but he's still in a decent spot. Should get a jump. Should be fine at the same time. So yeah, the guy like this, I would package into that trade. He's not looking like he's becoming anything, not even growing. Hold on to him. Yeah, Sloan is the guy I think I'm packaging in with Riley Smith. Even this guy could be a solid option. Wow. Ben Jones. You're built not too bad. Actually, your defense could be quite a bit better. It's not that strong. What the hell is your overall coming from? Whatever. An option. Depth option of the future. So... We at least have good news in that regard. Gately grew slightly. Need a big jump from him, but yeah, we needed more growth out of him. Oh well. We'll have some more options here in the draft. Oh boy, well, we at least got some better news on the growth front at the deadline here, but let me know what you guys think we should do. I'm pretty keen on selling. I mean, we're 4 points out of playoffs, and with how we've been playing, if last year was any indicator, we're going to probably continue to do what we're trending towards. So, yeah. It's probably what's going to happen. Let me know what you guys think. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.